SGC here, and we're back with a movie review. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Long title. Directed by Matt Reeves, the guy who brought us to Cloverfield and the English adaptation of Let Me In. There's a lot of people in this movie, but the people with the most screen time, we got Andy Serkis, Jason Clarke, Gary Oldman, Kerry Russell, Toby Kebbell, and Cody Smit-McPhee. So what's this sequel about? Well, it takes place 8 years, pretty much, or 10, after the first movie starring James Franco. And it talks about Caesar having his own established society of apes, and they're pretty cool and chill. And they are learning and becoming more in tune with the forest that we last saw them in the first movie. And now we got Jason Clarke and Gary Oldman, who have their own sort of survival thing in the city. And they want to go up to the dam, which they didn't know had apes running around in it. And now they have to somehow figure out how to get to the dam to restore electricity to the city so that they can live and live. And obviously things goes wrong because humans and apes don't go well together. That's pretty much the entire movie. If you want to know more about the in-betweens of the two movies, check down below the description. They made some short films, like 3 of them, that talks about what happened in between. So check it out. And there's also a cool real-life documentary about an island of the apes. So check that out as well. So what did I like about this film? Well, first off, give it up to Andy Serkis and his team for just doing some crazy mocap and just really convincing CGI or what have you. I don't even know what they call this now because I don't know. But the whole time when I see these apes, I am immersed and don't even have the thought that these guys are fake and they're CGI. I didn't have that at all, and that's impressive. I just bought it as in, yeah, these apes talk, or these apes move the way that they move, and it's like totally fine, and they can interact with humans just like that, and I'm totally cool with it in the context of the story. And I'm like, whoa, that is impressive. Also, beyond the actual look of the apes, the performance given by each actor was cool and awesome and convincing and just very heartfelt when they have those emotions really going for them. I would definitely say the apes rule here, as in acting and performance. I preferred it so much better when I saw the apes on screen compared to the humans. Now to the humans, I think they brought what they needed to bring to the table, but I sort of wish that there was more screen time and more development. Because I mean, they did a good job in really building a character in very key, crucial moments. Like there's a moment with Gary Oldman and an iPad, and you can really see his character being built. But I would rather have it stretched out a bit more and give him more screen time as to just make it more, I don't know if it's convincing or it's just like, it's very artistically built that I just want it to be done in a narrative sense or a dialogue rather than just this epic scene. I mean, I'm stubborn about it. As in the sense where I feel that it was done well, but I wish it could have been better. Though I can't say that for Jason Clarke. I don't really get his character development much. I don't understand where he's coming from. Like, he's such a good person, believing in apes, finds them fascinating, but did I miss something that established his character as to why he would be like this? I mean, sure, he lost his family and everything, but I'm still not getting connected. Now, in the sense of the motivation behind some negative characters, I would totally praise them also because it was done really well. Koba and Gary Oldman's character, where they're just really trying to protect their own like kind and like we just don't want to deal with these outsiders, was convincing and pretty cool. I mean you would get their motivation. That's done well in the sense they're not really bad guys. They're just doing things in another sense. I mean, Koba, you can argue that he got pretty crazy, but I mean, and that's not a spoiler because you saw that coming. Thank you, trailers. In terms of cinematography, it was just great. It was awesome seeing everything just being overgrown, and it was just aesthetically pleasing, and it was fun to watch. I mean, basically, this was a good film. It was a good sequel. It was a fun sequel in the sense where we had Caesar connection, but no human connection, as in all these human characters didn't exist in the previous one, and it was done well. I don't know, it was convincing enough that I somewhat care about these humans, but not really. I mean, it's Caesar. Caesar is to stay. It's cool tidbit is that they announced Matt Reeves coming back for the 3rd installment, which will come out in 2016 in July of 29. So it'll be interesting to see where they go, because I think that's the biggest thing with the sequel is that it took place X amount of years after the first movie, and that's pretty awesome because we all know Planet of the Apes. Even if you don't know it well, you know like in the essence, as in like these apes will rule the earth or rule the planet, and it's just this unknown, but we know where it's gonna go, but how or when? That's the cool part. I mean, it captures its essence really well. As in, what time will the third one be? Would it be 20 years, 50 years? We get new humans again? No new humans? I really hope for new humans, but keep Caesar. But I wonder really what's gonna happen, so I cannot wait for the third one for sure, because Caesar is awesome. But like I said, everything was great except maybe the human part, but I can not look into it that much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, leave me a comment below and tell me what you thought about it. I'll get back to you as soon as possible and we'll discuss. And that is all for this movie review for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.